Throughout history, numerous massacres have left profound scars on societies, often driven by a combination of political, ethnic, and social tensions. Here's a look into the top 20 worst massacres, briefly summarizing their causes, key leaders, duration, and how they ended. Before we start, I want to welcome you to this channel, like, comment, and share the content. Please subscribe. 1. Nanjing Massacre, 1937 to 1938. The Imperial Japanese Army, led by General Matsui Iwane, perpetrated the atrocities during the Second Sino-Japanese War, resulting in the deaths of an estimated 300,000 Chinese. The massacre lasted for approximately 6 weeks, ending as Japanese forces consolidated their hold on the city, with no accountability. 2. Holodomor, 1932 to 1933. This man-made famine in Soviet Ukraine was orchestrated under Joseph Stalin's regime, targeting Ukrainian peasants resisting collectivization. It lasted about 18 months, ending with widespread death, estimated at 3.9 million, and political repression. 3. Srebrenica Massacre, 1995. In the Bosnian War, Bosnian Serb forces under Ratko Mladic killed over 8,000 Bosniak men and boys over several days. The massacre was a culmination of ethnic hatred and nationalism, with UN forces unable to prevent the killings. It ended with the intervention of NATO forces, leading to eventual trials for war crimes. 4. Rwandan Genocide, 1994. Sparked by ethnic tensions between the Hutu majority and Tutsi minority, this genocide saw Hutu extremists, including leaders like Jean Kambanda, murder approximately 800,000 Tutsis over just 100 days. It ended with the Rwandan Patriotic Front's military victory. 5. Armenian Genocide, 1915 to 1922. The Ottoman Empire, under leaders like Enver Pasha, implemented a systematic extermination of 1.5 million Armenians. This atrocity unfolded over several years, characterized by mass deportations, and concluded with the near eradication of the Armenian presence in the empire. 6. My Lai Massacre, 1968. In Vietnam, U.S. Army soldiers killed between 347 and 504 unarmed South Vietnamese civilians under Lieutenant William Calley during the Vietnam War, driven by fears of Viet Cong influence. The atrocity lasted a few hours and ended with a military cover-up, later exposed, leading to trials but minimal accountability. 7. Bangladesh Liberation War, 1971. The Pakistani military, under leaders like General Tika Khan, conducted mass killings resulting in 300,000 to 3 million deaths during the war for independence from Pakistan. The massacre continued throughout the conflict, ending with the establishment of Bangladesh. 8. The Killing Fields, 1975 to 1979. Under Pol Pot's Khmer Rouge regime, nearly 2 million Cambodians died from starvation, forced labor, and execution. The genocide unfolded over 4 years and ended with the Vietnamese invasion of Cambodia. 9. Bataan Death March, 1942. Following the surrender of American and Filipino forces during World War II, Japanese troops, under General Homa Mosaharu, forced tens of thousands on a brutal march, resulting in thousands of deaths. It lasted about a week and exemplified wartime brutality, leading to post-war accountability for some Japanese leaders. 10. Nazi Holocaust, 1941 to 1945. Adolf Hitler's regime systematically exterminated 6 million Jews and millions of others deemed undesirable. This genocide unfolded over 4 years across Europe and ended with the Allied victory in World War II, leading to the Nuremberg trials. 11. Zong Massacre, 1781. Slavers aboard the ship Zong, led by Captain Luke Collingwood, threw over 130 enslaved Africans overboard to claim insurance money, driven by greed and a thirst for profit. This atrocity was a singular event, leading to a trial but no criminal accountability. 12. Tiananmen Square Massacre, 1989. The Chinese government, led by Deng Xiaoping, violently crushed pro-democracy protests, resulting in hundreds, possibly thousands, of deaths. The brutal suppression lasted several days and ended with the military's firm control and an extensive cover-up. 13. Ethiopian Red Terror, 1977 to 1978. Under the Derg regime, thousands of perceived political opponents were executed. Led by Mengistu Haile Mariam, this campaign lasted for 2 years and ended with the downfall of the Derg in 1991. 14. Assyrian Genocide, 1914–1920. During World War I, the Ottoman Empire targeted Assyrian Christians under leaders like Mem Tolot Pasha, resulting in hundreds of thousands of deaths. This genocide lasted for several years and was part of broader ethnic cleansing strategies. 15. Khmer Rouge executions, 1975–1979. Beyond political purges, the Khmer Rouge's regime led to the systemic extermination of perceived enemies, resulting in about 1.7 million deaths over 4 years. It ended with the fall of the Khmer Rouge and subsequent trials for its leaders.